My name is Ren, and today I'm going to teach you how to use your CountFast deck. It's called CountFast 6, Addition and Subtraction, using the numbers 1 through 10. So previously, your child or student has probably played the CountFast 6 Addition and Subtraction game using the numbers 1 through 5. This game is going to be the same concept, but we're starting to use bigger numbers, so it's more challenging to your child or student. Your kids will get excited because as they get really comfortable with the game, such as in the 1 through 5 cards, they're going to want to be mentally stimulated and they're going to want a harder challenge because they're going to find that one too easy. So within this deck, as always, we have your Math Focus card, which teaches you the basic concept of the game. And then we also have an instruction card that teaches you how to play the game. There's 5 decks of cards which are all color-coded, so yellow, blue, pink, green, and orange. We also have a time record so that as you do each colored deck, you can start to keep track of the student or child's time. That's really important because part of the fun of this game is first figuring out what the answer is, but then figuring it out faster and faster as you go along. So on day 1, you're going to want to start with your yellow deck of cards. Each deck contains 10 cards. The object of this game is to arrive at the answer of 6. You can see that every card has 4 numbers. You can use every number 1 time, and you want to use addition and subtraction within these numbers to try to get to the answer of 6. Again, this is teaching kids a different way to think about math because we're first giving them the answer, which is 6, and then they have to construct an equation in order to arrive at that answer. So, it's not necessary within the cards to always use addition and subtraction both. Some cards may only require one function or another, and some require both. In this example, you'll see that we have 4 numbers on the card: a 7, a 4, a 9, and a 4. The object again is to get to the answer of 6 using every number only 1 time. So in this card, you would take 4 and 7 and add these 2 together to get 11. 11 minus 9 will give you 2. And then you'll take that 2 plus 4 to get the answer of 6. So you'll see in this card, we used addition and subtraction both. But again, not every card requires both functions. Let's look at another example. In this card, you can see that you've got the numbers 4, 7, 5, and 10. So with this particular card, you're going to want to take 7 plus 5 to get 12. 12 minus 10 will give you 2, and 2 plus 4 will give you the answer of 6. So again, we used every number 1 time, and we used addition and subtraction. Every day, you'll want to spend about 10 to 15 minutes on these decks of cards. It's okay to repeat the cards, because once you get through them, you'll be surprised, but you'll get faster and faster, but you might not remember, or you might come up with a whole new way to do the card. Several of these cards, there are multiple ways to arrive at your answer of 6. So by spending 10 to 15 minutes a day on these with your child, it's a good way for them to start to learn how to mentally add and subtract in their head and how to think about how numbers really work together to arrive at the answer of 6. Again, it's super important to keep track of their time because the biggest thing of this game is being able to first solve the equation, but then to get faster and faster at it. So you'll see that your kids can challenge other students or kids. They can play this by themselves, which is also really nice, or they can play it with their parents. And it's a really fun game to play as a family because we're giving something back to our children when we play math with them. It's one thing to play a video game, but when you're teaching your child how to do math in a fun way, It's teaching them that school is fun, that math is fun, and that it doesn't have to be hard and scary. It's also really exercising their brain, because just like anything else we do in life, such as baseball or basketball, the more we do it and the more we practice, the better we get. Math is the exact same way. So the more you work on your card decks with your student or child, the more you're exercising their brain, and the better they're going to become at studying and accomplishing math as they get older and go further into their studies. So this game is called, again, CountFast 6, addition and subtraction, using the larger numbers 1 through 10. Keep track of your time, and you'll see that your kids will start to beat you because they're learning to count fast.